Happy Sunday, Army. It's Heidi Allen, founder of the Positive People Army. I hope you're all having an amazing Sunday. You know how much I absolutely love Sundays, and I'm so glad to be back and doing my regular videos, and of course doing the pink post-it of inspiration today because it's Sunday. Oh my gosh, I just love chatting with you guys on Sunday. So what we're going to talk about today is, it's a tough one. Stress. Oh my gosh, this one has come up a lot. I've had a lot of conversations with Army members about stress. And then there was this really incredible quote that I saw today. And it's like the war of stress and all of that is just choosing one thought over another. Or I should say the weapon of going against stress is choosing one thought over another. And really, it comes down to that. It comes down to, we have to understand, we 100% have to understand that stress exists in our lives. It is always going to be there. We are human beings that have crazy, crazy busy lives, and stress, those moments are always going to come in. But here's the most amazing thing about stress is our reaction to it is our choice. It's our choice how we react to stress, how we're going to manage it. Are we going to react negatively and get, oh my gosh, let's list them all off, frustrated, angry, upset, sad. I mean, don't even mention like the physical ailments we let our body go through, which is like, oh my goodness, you're not sleeping enough. So the fatigue sets in, you're irritable. It's like, listen, there are so many things that we let stress do to us. But I'm telling you, we're the ones doing it. We're the ones creating those reactions in our body by the way we're reacting to them. So our pink post-it for today is, I will choose positive reactions to stress. So you're probably thinking, okay, Heidi, well, that's easier said than done. How do we honestly do that? Because, I mean, a stress comes in. Maybe it's that frustration of driving to work and you get stuck in traffic, lots of traffic. You know, I bring traffic up a lot, but you have to understand, I live in Toronto, really big city. There's always going to be a lot of traffic. So sometimes it's the stress of that comes in. It's all of these. It's stress with money. It's stress with family. It's stress with, we have too many things on our plate, busy schedules, whatever it is. Those things are always going to exist. I'm going to tell you right now, unless you decide to just sell everything, move yourself to an island and just live off the land, stress is going to exist. So we need to actually combat it with our reactions. So one thing I want to point out, something that I'm not lying to you here. I have actually done this. I made a stress diary. See, here's the thing. We can't combat against something. We can't prevent it. We can't stop it. We can't change it unless we're aware of it. So the moment we become aware of what are our stress triggers, okay? So by keeping a diary that every time this stress comes into your life, depending on what it is, I want you to write it down. What day is it? What time is it? What occurred? Were there other people that occurred? Was it a phrase? Was it a situation? What is it that caused that stress? Then I want you to write down what are the emotional and physical traits that came out because of that stress. Because you need to be really, really aware of how you're reacting to each one of these stresses, and then rate it. I used to rate it on a scale to 1 to 10. Some things I would even give an 11. Because honestly, you'd just be like, okay, this is one of them. So I'm going to tell you something I discovered. One of my biggest triggers that I discovered was Sunday. Sunday for me, in the past, this is years and years ago, was a trigger for stress. The day Sunday. Now, many of you can actually probably relate to this because Sunday would be my last day off on the weekend, before I went back to work. And so what would happen on Sunday is I would start to think about all the things I had to get done in the week. All of those things. I had to go back to work. Maybe there was a negative situation that was happening at work. Whatever it was, Sundays used to trigger my stress level through the roof. And in a lot of cases, I wouldn't even sleep on Sunday nights because the stress would consume me. I know there's so many Army members right now. I know we're in the same boat right now. I know you're listening to this and you're going, oh my God, yes. Like the fact, Heidi, that you say Sunday is your favorite day every day probably stresses you out, right? But guess what? I knew that was a trigger. I knew it was a trigger. And once I had that awareness, when it bubbled up inside of me, that stress of, oh my gosh, it's Sunday, I started to look at it differently. I started actually to like, why? What is it about Sunday that's doing this? I'm literally giving up an entire beautiful day off, worrying about my future that I have no control over, and I don't even know what's going to happen. Why am I taking myself out of the present moment of this beautiful, glorious day off that I have been gifted to worry about something that I can't control? All of a sudden, I realized that I was worrying and stressing myself out, and those reactions to it didn't even make sense. They are irrational in my head. So now, Sunday, are you kidding me? I look forward to Sunday as one of my most favorite days. You know what Sunday is to me now? It is brunch. It is movie days on the couch in my pajamas. It is, I eat potato chips on Sunday. You know what I mean? So here I chose a positive reaction to a huge stress in my life. So I want you guys to try the diary. I want you to try it, and I want you to start really becoming aware of these moments in your life that are making you have negative reactions to stress. The next thing I want to say is change that attitude to gratitude. We talk about this so much, Army. We talk about gratitude all the time. And gratitude, when you practice it and you keep yourself in this beautiful place of gratitude, all of a sudden you have joy and abundance and you're in the present moment. So those triggered moments that are happening, when that attitude bubbles up, that you're angry, you're frustrated, you're sad, whatever it is, these are the things you don't want to be. Exchange it for gratitude. So you're stuck in traffic on the way to work. Oh my God, this is so stressful. Switch it out. Start thinking all the way to work about the amazing things that you're grateful for. What are all, they can be small, they can be large, they can be whatever you want. But switch out that attitude for gratitude. And all of a sudden, your reactions to stress are shifting and changing to a beautiful place. Again, you get to make this choice how you're going to react. Last but not least, I want to tell everyone, you can't go up against stress and the reactions without a little self-care. And self-care is so incredibly important. Getting enough sleep, doing things just for yourself. Because when you rejuvenate yourself, when you make yourself feel so much better, you can actually, you can get in and just get against stress. You don't have to deal with it because all of a sudden you've rejuvenated yourself. You feel better and you can manage those stressful things that come into your life. And you can manage your reactions better because now you're not fatigued. You're not already irritable because you haven't had any self-care. You're equipping yourself with everything that you need to make the right, beautiful reactions in your life. So pink post-it today. I will choose a positive reaction to stress. It's your choice. Stress is going to be there, guys, but it's your choice how you react to it. It's your choice. Don't you just love choices? Happy Sunday, one of my favorite days. Not stressful anymore. Have a great day, everyone.